Here we are at OTTC 2013. I'm just grabbing people, as you've seen a couple of these, and I just got the opportunity to grab Colin Toomey here, and he's a fairly long time Highlander, and has a lot of great stuff to talk about. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what you've been doing over the last, how many years?
It's been about 8 years. Just been focused on helping OnBase customers convert from competitive systems. And so I've been doing that for the last couple of years, and have seen a lot of good momentum.
So yeah, you were in the, is it competitive intelligence, or?
Yep.
You did competitive intelligence for a real long time, and in that, yeah, you got a pretty unique perspective about where OnBase sits in and amongst all the rest of the content management systems out there, and of various and sundry different names. So now you're doing conversions, but if you were to pick, like, what are the real differentiators between OnBase and the rest of the ECM population out there? If you had to pick, like,
probably
3 or 4.
Number one, it's total cost of ownership, and it's for folks that are, a lot of folks are on a legacy imaging system of some sort, and maybe they're in a department or two, but when it comes time to trying to expand, either the system can't expand, or it's just cost prohibitive to expand. And so what we see is, the configurability and the functionality of OnBase kind of combined allows someone to grow our solution, faster to more departments, make more impact for less, expense, and that's the TCO story I've seen.
So that's what total cost of ownership is definitely a great advantage OnBase has over some of the other systems out there.
Yeah, I just sat in a session, a couple CIOs, a couple OnBase customers that had converted from a various set of systems. And one of the interesting, pretty powerful quote that came out was one of the CIOs said, I had a team, of a few people, and we had 250 scripts running to manage, some various complexities and automation steps in this other system. When we converted OnBase, 0 scripts.
Nice.
And so to go from that much scripting to complete configurability, that's kind of that total cost ownership story.
So that's great. So now you've got all the QA that goes behind the embedded actions in OnBase, taking care of things that your internal development staff would have previously had to go through, do your Q&A, and you'd have to, much less to support, much less to deal with.
Yep, and, upgrades are affected, it comes in play in a lot of areas.
That's great.
It's a big story.
So with OnBase 13 out this year, what are some of the highlights you see on OnBase 13 that really separate OnBase again?
Yeah. What we see on the conversion front, as far as folks moving from one system to another and why OnBase in 13, obviously advanced capture is a big reason. A lot of legacy systems had to use a third-party capture solution.
Right.
So when you can go from 2 solutions to 1, enterprise content management and advanced capture in 1 and in 13, that's a big win we've seen. And then a lot of the vertical or industry-specific capabilities. In higher education, again, I was just at a session talking to some higher education customers, and many of them have converted solely for the transfer credit evaluation solution, which is called the TCE solution. So again, a lot of the industry-specific development that we're doing, whether it's for a credit union or higher education or healthcare, those types of capabilities are typically big reasons to switch.
Great. There's a lot of hype around mobile in 13. Yep. Have you come across that in the conversion process when you're, has that been a big selling point?
Yeah, typically we've been, seen as kind of the forefront runners of mobile access for content management. So most of the folks that we're converting haven't even thought of mobile. So the thought of being able to view documents and make decisions on an iPad is somewhat mind-blowing for them. So it's a huge differentiator, but a lot of times it's so out there for them that they weren't, they're just trying to, they're trying to search and retrieve documents and work on a server and work on the right database for things that for us are table stakes.
Sure.
So those types of functionality like mobile is a big win, but sometimes it's beyond their initial vision.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of examples where their government is using it to take people are going out in the field to do inspections and such as that. And it's really some neat presentations that we've seen here at the conference.
Yeah, so definitely.
That's it. Hey, Colin, I appreciate your time.
Appreciate it.
See you around, and maybe I'll track you down again if we get any other questions.
All right, great,
So
thanks.